Hello everyone. Today we are going to be doing a common sense test. I hesitate to call it a test just because I don't want you to get the feeling that you're being graded necessarily, okay? This is just more so of an evaluation. I want to get a sense of, are there any gaps in your baseline of knowledge? Just testing your object recognition and elementary level, recall. So, not to worry if you don't know the answers to any of these. There's no penalties. Just let me know, okay? Or give it your best shot. And that is perfectly acceptable. I mean, it may be called elementary questions, elementary knowledge, but there's a reason there was an entire show called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, right? Some of that stuff just kind of falls out. Totally fine. All right. So we will begin with some object recognition flashcards. Then we will move away from that and on to some common sense question cards. Okay. There's quite a few of them here. See, got a whole bunch, plenty to pull from. And then we will circle back to the object recognition cards, just because people tend to find those ones to be the easiest and therefore the most tedious, slow, and I don't want to bore you to death, okay? So let's start with our first deck of object recognition flashcards. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I will be taking some notes from time to time, just regarding your answers, your response time, etc. Okay. So really quickly, I almost forgot. Can I just get your first and last name? Good. It's good that you know that. All right. And do you know where you are right now? Good. And what channel are you watching right now? Okay, yeah, Somnial Sounds ASMR. Yeah, good. And tell me, are you subscribed to Somnial Sounds ASMR? Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Thank you. Very important. All right. Without further ado, got my little pointer thing here. It's a little extra, I know, but what do you call this fruit here? Excellent. Okay. What would you call this? Okay. Good. What is this called? What is this food item called? Great. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. One might even say. What would you call this? Good. Okay, quick break for me to jot down. Do you have a sweet tooth? No, that's not one of the questions. Just trying to chat. Again, keep things a little interesting for you. Okay. Alright, so what would you call these right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs. Excellent. That one was an accident, I swear. Okay. This one right here. Good. Yeah. We get candy bar, chocolate, Hershey bar, etc. It all counts. Alright, here. What would you call this? Excellent. Spaghetti. Alright, and 2 more in this little deck here. What is this called here? Okay. Excellent. Great. I'm gonna try to not say excellent after every card. It's just a habit, Alright. Our first vertical card and our last one of the deck, so is this? What's in the glass here? What would you call that? Good. It's milk. Alright, let me quick notes real quick, and then we will hop on over to some of our question cards. Okay. Response time is good. It's above average. Okay. Great. Let's put these here to the side. And get started on these question cards here, okay? We've got plenty to pick from because, as you can see, there are 7 questions per card. I'm going to try to kind of breeze through these. If there are any that you don't know, just give me a shout. It's totally fine. We will just move on. And I will give you answers after each one. Okay. Alright, our first question. How many quarters make up 75 cents? How many quarters in 75 cents? 3 quarters. Okay, great. I'm going to cover this one because it actually reveals the answer with the question. What 2 letters begin the word knuckle? K-N. K-N-U-C-K-L-E is knuckle. Great. Amphibians live on land and in ... What? Good. It's water. Yeah, process of elimination would get you there if you weren't familiar with amphibians already. Okay. Say the missing number in this sequence. 100, 200, 400, 500. What was missing there? Great. 300 is the answer. Don't even have the AC on. Awesome. Okay. What word means the same as 12 o'clock at night? The answer is midnight. I need to stop unclicking my pen so I don't have to every single time. Okay. Which one is a flat drawing of the earth? A map or a globe? Correct answer is map. And final one for this card. As the saying goes, where should you, quote, hit the nail? The answer is on the head. Yeah. Moving on to the next card, skipping the answer card right here. Next set of questions. Actually, I'm going to switch over to a pencil so I quit my clicky habit for a second. And just down here, just got all this one. Okay. Alrighty then. Next question. How many days are in 2 weeks? Great, the answer is 14. How do you spell the word February? This is kind of a tricky one, you know, it's the one month that trips everybody up in terms of spelling. Okay, great. The answer is February. February. Okay. Next. Is an orchid a plant or an animal? An orchid. Okay. Yeah, sometimes people mishear that one as orca instead of orchid, and that's where the confusion can come in. Okay. Round the number 37 to the nearest 10. Good. And with that one, did you round up or down? Okay. Good. Next. What is the singular form of the word geese? Good. Goose is the answer. And what color is asparagus? Green. Okay. You're doing great. Moving on to the next card. Okay. Say the next three numbers in this series. Okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, blank, blank, blank. Okay, go ahead. Okay, the answer was 10, 12, 14. That is increments of 2 in increasing order. All right. What's the word for a building that seems to scrape the sky? Skyscraper. Okay. True or false? The moon is larger than the earth. False. False. The earth is much larger than the moon. All right. I baked a potato for 1.5 hours. I don't even like baked potatoes. Why did I do that? How many minutes did it take if I baked a potato for 1.5 hours? 90 minutes is the answer. Okay. Which is added to the end of a word? A suffix or a prefix? Good. Suffix is the answer. Okay, right here. What do you call a large body of salt water? The answer is ocean. All right. Yeah, try not to think too hard on some of these because I promise you the answer is always going to be way simpler. Like you're thinking too hard about it. And I just want to note real quick that the last question on each of these cards is usually vaguely culture related. Okay, there's like the first one asked you to complete a common phrase. This one says, "Who woke up Sleeping Beauty?" Again, don't think too hard about it. The answer was a prince, or the prince. See, it's just like those ones are a bit silly, and these cards are a little outdated, but they are meant to be so general that most people can get them, even if you just take a guess. Okay. Out of this sequence here, repeat only the even numbers. Are you ready? 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Tell me which one of those were even numbers. I'll say them one more time. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay. The answer for that one would be 30, 40, 50. Right, the next one I won't be showing you once again because the second ones are always language, spelling related. Okay. Is the hole in a donut spelled W-H-O-L-E or H-O-L-E? So is there a W at the beginning of a donut hole or no? So there's no W. Okay. Next one. What is the opposite of low tide? Again, don't think too hard. Yeah. Answer is high tide. How many ones add up to 100? How many ones are in 100? The answer is 100. Okay. Next one. Does a predator A, hunt other animals, or B, stay green all year? Yep, A is the answer. Okay. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, let's breeze on past the answers here. Oops. Okay. This one trips a lot of people up. If you're not American, I don't expect you to know the answer to this, alright? I totally understand. But if you buy a gallon of apple juice, how many quarts do you have? Yeah, units of measurement trip a lot of people up, even in America, so the answer to that one is 4. 4 quarts in a gallon. Alright. The boy caught the ball. What part of this sentence is the subject? The answer is the boy. Okay. Great. There are only 50 cells in your body. True or false? True or false? Answer's false. Good. And next, what is 5 plus 20? 5 plus 20. Okay, answer is 25. What part of the leg is spelled K-N-E-E? Knee. Okay. Who arrived in America in 1492 and thought he had sailed to the Far East? Okay. Answer is Christopher Columbus. Now, once again, if you're not American, I don't necessarily expect you to know that off the top of your head, but going to the next card. Okay. This one's a math one. What is 40 minus 7? Alright. The answer is 33. Right. How do you spell the word Tuesday? Tuesday. Okay. The answer is T-U-E-S-D-A-Y. Tuesday. Okay. What do you call the answer to a multiplication problem? This is one of those ones that people tend to forget again, like since elementary. The answer is the product. The product. I actually find it shocking, though, that people like my own age, like fully grown, will still say plussing and minusing. That one's a little yikes. I totally understand not remembering product is the answer to a multiplication problem, but plussing and minusing, come on. Alright, what is the opposite of the word female? Okay, answer is male. Great. You are doing great so far. Okay. Okay, so do me a favor. Can you name one of the objects you saw in the object recognition flashcards exercise earlier? Okay, and can you name another? Very good. Okay. All right. Now, these cards, as we go through them, they get slightly, ever so slightly more difficult. But we are gonna do 2 or 3 more of these, okay? And then put a pause on it. If you'd like to come back and do some more, just let me know in the comments, and we can do higher levels of, common knowledge, or I can pull out some different ones that are on the more basic level, okay? The first one on this card is a math question once again. What is 3 divided by 3? Okay, the answer is 1. Yeah. Only 1 3 fits into 3, right? Okay. What word in geography means half a sphere? In geography, in terms of the world, what means half a sphere? The answer is hemisphere. Yeah, some people get a little tripped up on that one. Again, it's like you have to rewire your brain to think, okay, most basic answer, don't think too hard about it, okay? Which of the following don't have wings? Okay. Birds, fish, or insects? Great. The answer is fish. Okay. 8 friends share a pie equally. What fraction of the pie does each friend get? Okay. The answer is 1/8. Okay. What is the main character in the story Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs? Excellent. The answer is Snow White. All right. What worker looks out for the safety of swimmers at a beach or pool? Very good. Lifeguard. Hang on one second here. Let me just catch up on. Just check. that one looks good. Okay. Where did we leave off? Ah, yes, lifeguard. Okay. Who wrote Grimm's Fairy Tales? Yes, Brothers Grimm, or Grimm Brothers, whichever you want to say. Okay. That's the end of that card, so let me go ahead and circle back to our object recognition flashcards, okay? Alright, I'm sure I don't have to tell you, but once again, I'm going to show you a card with a picture of an item, and I want you to tell me what it's called, okay? Okay, great. Just wanted to be absolutely 100% clear with you. Let me get these all neat and ready. Alright. Oops, got the pointer the wrong way. What would you call this object here? And let me throw something at you. What would you use this object for? Great, good job. Next. What would you call this object? Can you see that? Okay, good. What would you call this here? The answer is envelope. And what do you do with an envelope? Good. Okay. What is this object called? Okay. A pot. A pot. And what might one use a pot for? Awesome. Let's go back to horizontal. This right here, what is this called? Keys. Good job. And what does one use keys for? Right. Yeah. Good job. Okay. What did you call this right here? First word that comes to mind. Yes, perfect. Bag, purse. That there's variations on this one. What would you use this for? Once again, there's variations. Great. Okay. Good answer. Okay. Straighten these out again. All right. What would you call this object right here? Good. And what do you use it for? Excellent. Oh, a vertical card. What would you call this object that the woman's wearing in the photo? Good. And what would you use it for? So yeah, the clothing items ones are a bit weird to get different answers, you know. You wear it. Oh, you use it for style. You use it for clothing oneself. You get it. Okay. It's just common sense again. You don't have to think too hard. What do you call this object right here? Do you recognize this? Good, I would hope so. This is a camera. And what do you do with a camera? Great job. Alright. This is reminiscent of one we already did, but look a little closer and you'll see the difference. What is this object called? Great, this is a bucket. Now, what do you do with a bucket? Cool. Good. Alright, let me jot some quick things down, because, to be honest, I've been letting it go on for a bit without recording anything, but I'm not just seeing anything of note in terms of payments. Okay. Yep. Okay. And before we finish these flashcards, this little deck of flashcards here, I want to ask you a quick question. Can you repeat back to me one of the questions I asked you earlier in the common sense questions? Okay. Good. Yeah, that one's tricky sometimes. Alright. And now can you tell me one of the objects I showed you in the first exercise of this evaluation? One of the flashcards you saw the first time around. Excellent. Okay. And lastly, this is a bit tricky. I I get stuck on things like this occasionally. What was the last flash court you saw? Okay. The answer was the bucket. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast a lot of times, so no worries if you struggled on that one a bit. Okay, let's finish out the rest of this deck. What would you call these here? The answer's flowers and this. Good, and what would you use scissors for? Great. Yeah, some people try to get smart by purposefully being creative, but that's not what we're really looking for from this. They're like, oh, you use it to trim. Okay. What would you call this object? Good. And what does one use a phone for? Great. Let me actually take this. Where'd my pen go? Where is my pen? I do this all the time. Okie doke. Let me throw a few more at you. Okay, let's see how many are there here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you think you can handle 7 more, or are you bored out of your mind? Okay, let's do 7 more real quick, and then we'll wrap up, okay? What do you call this object here? Good, pillow. What do you use a pillow for? Excellent. What do you call this here? Socks, what do you use them for? This card, what is this right here? Towel, hand towel, bath towel, whatever. Oh, and what do you use a towel for? Good, great job. Okay, this object, what's it called? Yeah. And what do you use it for? What do you do with this object? And next, here we got. Put these over to the side, out of my way here, and jot down those last few ones real quick. Good. Next card. What is this called? A book. Yeah, it's not a specific book. Some people are quick to say something like a Bible. What is this here called? Great. A hammer. What do you use a hammer for? Okay, good. Hammer for hammering, right? Ooh, this one's a bit different, and it's actually our last card in the deck, okay? Now, there's multiple answers for this. Hope you can see that photo nice and clear. What do you call this? Okay, good. Yeah, bride, wedding dress, woman getting married, anything along those lines, as long as it is clear to you that that's what that is, you're good. You're good. Okay, let me write that down. Okay. Alright. Now let me, before I let you go, I'm going to ask you a few more quick questions just to clarify a couple of areas, alright? Alright. Can you tell me what is 7 plus 3? Answer's 10. Alright. What is 7 times 3? 7 multiplied by 3. Good. Answer is 21. Okay. How many tens are in 100? Good. Okay. Please name 3 of the continents. Okay. Yeah, North America, South America, Europe, Africa, let's see. We can skip past these. I'm pretty happy with our. Let's see. All right. Will you please name a country that starts with the letter C? And now, would you do the same, except with the letter D? Name a country that starts with the letter D. Okay. This next part doesn't necessarily always have a right or wrong answer, but I just want you to tell me what comes to mind, alright? I want you to finish these phrases, groupings, pairs for me, okay? Bride and blank. Okay. Apples and blank. Okay. Teacher and blank. Okay. Awesome. Uncle and blank. Great. Dogs and blank. Awesome. And now we're gonna do a few more, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for? Like, outside of the box, there's definitely not a right or wrong answer for these. It's more of almost like a word association sort of thing. It's still finish the pair, but you're just gonna throw out the first thing that comes to mind in relation to the first thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Okay, great. Okay. God and blank. Okay. Pencil and blank. Government and blank. Okay. Science and blank. Okay. Fingers and blank. Okay. Eyes and blank. Cool, good job. Okay. Bed and blank. Bed, B-E-D, bed. Cool, okay. Milk and blank. Good. Alright, just a few more. Let's see. Music and blank. Okay. Right. Oh, we can just kind of move right to, let's see. Okay. Time, as in, what time is it? And blank. Great. Cool. So that is all I will be needing from you today. You've done a great job. I just want you to let me know if you would like to schedule a follow-up exam. I can't wink very well. Yeah, just leave it in the comments below. How did you do on this? Were there anything you struggled with particularly? Let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one, question mark, hopefully. And how do you like the new glasses? And the new nails. Oh my god. Now I'm just chatting about myself. Alright. Actually, goodbye.